right, everybody. Hi, and welcome to the official Body Spartan podcast. My name is Gabe Tuft. I am the founder of Body Spartan. Today, we got something special for you guys. This is going to be the audio directly from our Dallas Invasion Tour. And this audio is our seminar. And the seminar that we gave was called Unlocking Your True Potential. This is paramount. This seminar is the cumulative effect of everything that we've been working towards. It's motivating. It's inspirational. It might make you cry. You may need to have a Kleenex handy. And even me being the big guy, as I watched this back, as I was doing the editing for the video and the podcast myself, I actually got teared up, and I watched in the background as my brand ambassadors got teared up during the seminar, because the lives that we changed, the lives that were changed at this incredible event, it was amazing. I don't have the words to describe what you're about to listen to. I can tell you, though, that it's going to start with an introduction, with me introducing the Dallas Invasion Tour, me introducing the brand ambassadors. Then Howard will get up and speak and tell his story. Priscilla will get up and talk about her story, give her inspirational seminar, and then I will get up at the end and talk about how to unlock your true potential. I promise you, you do not want to miss any portion of this. So set aside some time. If you're in your car, make sure that you pick it up wherever you left off. If you're going to stop and go to work, make sure you finish this, because I'm telling you that the information here is information that in the future we will be having at massive seminars. I'm talking, our goal is to fill huge arenas and give this information to people. And the event, we're going to have to charge for tickets when we get to that point. But this was a free event. And this was our testing ground to see the response from a small group of people. Guys, girls, get ready. This is going to be the best part of your day.
I'm always rolling. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming today. We're so excited to have you guys back in Dallas, Fort Worth, huh? Yeah? Yeah? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little talking. We're going to get you guys all motivated and excited. We're going to do some giveaways, do some autographs, and then we're going to work out. So it's going to be really, really fun. But I know you guys all came today because you've seen what we do, you know who we are, and you expect something from us. And I promise you, we will give that to you today. That will happen. Before we get there, though, I want to introduce everybody, so make sure everybody knows everybody. Just going to go down the line here. Right here, guys. I don't know if he needs an introduction. I don't think he does. This is your favorite ginger. Look at this thing, guys.
Extra beard oil just for this.
Howard's been with me since day one of Body Spartan. Howard helped me build Body Spartan from the ground up. He has been like my right-hand guy. We wouldn't be here without Howie. He's got an incredible story that we're going to tell you, or that he's going to tell you in just a little bit. Actually, Rick, can we turn that all the way down until we need that? Thanks, guys. Nationally qualified NPC fitness competitor, Howard Perry.
Oh, yeah!
Woo, look at that long clap, dude. Lady who needs no introduction, pro fitness competitor, master sports nutritionist. The other person that helped me build this from the ground up, she is the brains behind all the nutrition in every one of our programs. Lovely wife, Priscilla Tuft. Next, we have our incredible master trainer, one of the most knowledgeable people that you will meet today. Adriana is going to be competing here. When's your contest?
December 1st.
December, and this is a figure, right?
Yep.
NPC?
Yep.
This girl's about to kill it, guys. We're going to be in San Diego with her in December. She's one of our newer brand ambassadors, but she is killing it. She will be working out with us today, and if you think our workouts are hard, wait till you get with her, P, and Christina, because this shit's going to get dirty. So, Adriana Samandi. The scary looking dude with the mohawk over here. Brian was with me in training in WWE. He's a former WWE superstar, TNA superstar, current Lucha Underground superstar. They call him the effing machine for a reason. Did I leave anything out, dude? Bodybuilding? I mean, I can't name them all, dude. Freaking look at this, dude. I mean, he's just got road maps on his arms. Brian Cage. last but not least, we have the wonderful, the genius. This is my IFBB Pro, guys. The only route to Miss and Mr. Olympia is IFBB. Christina Williams is here to kick your ass. So be ready.
To build it, we're building it.
We're building the booty, that's right. She's gonna bring it. So IFBB Pro, Christina Williams. All right, you guys ready to drop some knowledge on you? What did I forget?
Where's Brandon?
Oh, Brandon. Where's Brandon? Oh, fuck you, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon couldn't make it today, guys. His girlfriend is in town from Canada, so he thought it would be more important to hang out with her than come see you guys. So when you guys get on Snapchat, feel free to drop him the hashtag, fuck you, Brandon. You're welcome to do that. I'm going to preface this whole thing with, you guys know me, you know that I have extreme language and I use it for a reason. I don't flippantly use it. If you have a problem with it, I'm not sorry. The door is right there, but if you choose to stay and put up with my extreme language today, I promise you, you guys' lives will be changed forever. Every one of these that we've done, people have walked out and they've made massive change in their life. So I'm gonna turn this over to Howard. We're gonna talk for a little bit. Oh, before we do that, just make sure you're comfortable, guys. You gotta use the restroom, You gotta get up, get water, do it. We're not gonna be offended. We're gonna be here for a little bit, not too long, but just be comfortable, man. Be yourselves, be open. If we ask you to do something, do it. There's gonna be some interaction. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get you out of your comfort zone. So play along, you guys have a good time. Howard Perry, take over.
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to say thank you again for having us here. And you know, it's first time in Dallas, second time in Texas, and this weather is definitely getting me used to that California weather. We're spoiled. But again, yes, thank you. It's a great thing to be here, and and I want to share a little bit of where I came from, how I found Gabe, how Body Spartan started for me, how it changed my life, and how I ended up taking 2 huge kicks to the chest by Vic. All right, yeah, that was intense. Anyway, yeah, so fitness is, I've always been an athlete. I played football, a little high school and junior college. It was always something that, I was always doing something like that of that nature. I was always in shape. I was kind of born with these calves. I had to grow into these. A lot of people are like, dude, where do you get those? What do you do for your legs? What do you do for your calves? Legs are definitely my strong set. But I tell them, I'm like, it wasn't always this great. Growing up when you're 12 years old with these calves, it's something the kids make fun of, but it made me really fast. So that was always cool. But yeah, growing into them, I really, it was my strength. So I focused a lot on legs. So, I added on to that. Always focus on your strengths and then, develop around that. But, so long story short, guys, is I was an addict, and as soon as I hit 21, 22, going out to the bars and everything, I was drinking a lot. I was doing a lot of drugs, and I was kind of going down a spiral. But I was more functional. I was still working. I was still paying my bills. Until I had this one weekend, it was kind of like my rock bottom, and for everyone has a different rock bottom. That uncomfortable. For some, it's way down there, and for some, it's just you're uncomfortable and you kind of have that realization, that moment. And mine was the day that I decided to go on a binge. I just bought a new vehicle, and I was excited. Went out and drank with some guys, partying, led into a 3-day binge. I ended up missing my final for my degree, so I didn't get my degree. I ended up, getting a promotion at work. Missed my first day on the promotion, called in sick because I was strung out, and that was kind of like my reality check. It was just like, what am I doing with my life? And I was going to the gym. I was that guy that just would cross it off the list. Hey, I went to the gym. I did something good for myself, and I decided I need to change. I need to cold turkey. So one day, I saw Gabe and everyone in the gym, and I kind of met them, and I walked up to them and I was like, hey man, I need to do something. I need to refocus on something. And they were powerlifting at the time, and I was like, can I work out with you guys? And it was really intimidating because Gabe, being a big dude, going up to him, he's one of the biggest guys in the gym, and all these other guys, I was like, how do I get started? And Gabe looked at me and he said, just give me 100%. And it's something, I was like, that's something I can do. Because being an addict, and anyone in here that's ever battled an addiction, when you're addicted to something, you go 100% on that, that's why it's an addiction. And so I was like, I can do this. So I cold turkeyed everything. I decided, you know what, let's sign up for a show. And I was like, that's the only way I can keep myself, on task. I set out, it was 4 months out actually at the time. I hit up Brian, and Brian helped me get my diet in line, helped me get, everything in. I was checking in with him as I prepared for the show. And soon enough, that addiction, I didn't get rid of it. I just got addicted to something else, which was fitness. And so that's what I tell everyone. I was like, that I was in a negative place. There was a lot of negative energy, and guess what? Energy never leaves. We transfer it. So all I decided to do was take that energy and focus it on something that was more positive and something that was better for me. And sure enough, from there, we started with making little YouTube videos on our phones, and we started blowing up. And Gabe and I would bounce these ideas off our head, or off each other. And next thing you know, people were replying, "Hey, that's a cool video." And we started seeing this build, and we had something. And it didn't really sink in until we had our first person, our first, I guess, follower, if you would, or fan, come up to us, and he thanked us for saving his life. He was battling some tough times, and he was gonna swallow pills and kill himself. And he watched one of our videos and said that from that moment it changed his life. He ended up going in, throwing it up, and changed his life. And from there, that's when it really sank in. I was like, I'm doing something right, But not only that, guys, the one thing I really want to, I'll kind of get off of that because I'm obviously going in the right direction, but I want to really relate to everyone and say that I work a 9 to 5, and how many here work like a regular job, 9 to 5, work 40 hours a week? A lot of us, right? Because not a lot of us get to, necessarily be that entrepreneur, sit there, answer emails. So not all of us are born into money, whatever it may be. Some of us have to really grind. And I get a lot of questions from a lot of people saying, man, like, how do you do it? How do you get through the day? The tough times are tough, and it's a lifestyle, guys. I don't sit here, I don't wake up and eat, think, whatever fitness. It's just kind of part of what what I've developed and, where I was and how far it's got me. It's changed my life, and I'm seeing what it could do for me and other people. And so I work for Pepsi. If you follow us, you know that I do that. So I'm up at 3:30 every morning. I get to work at 4 every morning. I work 11 to 12 hours, especially during summertime. It's hot time for beverage companies. So sales are through the roof, and I'm working these 11, 12 hours, and I'm still finding time to get to the gym because, it's not a chore for me. It's just kind of just part of my routine. It's a lifestyle. And I think that when you kind of make it a chore and you feel like you need to do something, it starts to kind of dwindle on what you're passionate about. You got to really enjoy it. You don't want to have, oh God, I have to go to the gym. No, it should never be like that. If you need to take a day off, take a day off. If you miss a meal or you fall off the boat on your diet plan, guess what? It's not the end of the world. We're all human. I do it all the time, And, everyone has this ideology like, oh, I have to be shredded. I want to be like you. And I tell everyone, well, stop trying to be like you or that person. Stop trying to be like me because you're never going to be like me. You're never going to be like Gabe. You're never going to be like Brian. All right, you're not him, you're you. So focus on yourself, go at your own pace, and if you fall off the train, guess what? It's okay, hop back on. You're in control of your own self, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters because you need to be able to control your mentality and your physique and your what's surrounding you. That's one thing we can do. And so, that's just like, I'm losing a little bit of steam here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a big speaker, but I really just wanted to touch with you guys and let you guys know that, we're not some, up there unattainable like people. We're normal people like you guys. We're grinding every day. We just happen to really touch on some people we really want to focus. One thing that we all share, and I think we can all agree on, is we're good at bringing out the strength in people. And it's one thing I've always been, it's like, I might, not follow my own lessons or whatnot, but one thing is I can see something, whether it's, humanity or nurturing or whatnot, it's like focus on that strength. Do you have a strength? Focus on it. And, and if you do that, you're going to be happy. But again, one thing, no matter what you are, if you're a surgeon, you're a doctor, law enforcement, one thing we all have in common is this lifestyle and it's fitness, and we're all a family. And one thing I always tell people is you might not get to choose your kin, but you get to choose your family. And right here, this is my family, guys. We're not blood, but these are the people that day in, day out, if I'm feeling down, I can count on. And I surround myself with those, and that's what keeps the positivity going. And again, energy, it transfers. And you show positive energy, it's going to radiate. And that's why, again, this is a blessing. I have so much coming at me right now. It's I don't know, man, I'm excited. This is cool. And just to think, a small town guy from Petaluma is now, halfway across the United States getting to talk to people that just want to hear my story and relate. But at the same time, dude, we're all the same. We all have the same passion. We want to be successful. We want to be happy. And we all just want to be the best version of ourselves. And honestly, guys, I did not have the toughest life, and I'm not going to be the person to say, if I can do it, you can do it. We all battle our own struggles. Just know that there's people out there that'll help support you. We're out here. We're willing to reach out. Not one person is not good enough for us. Everyone's good enough. But with that being said, again, guys, I'm not really much of a big speaker. Thank you for listening to me and my mumbling here. But I'm going to pass it to the wonderful Priscilla, wherever she is, over there.
Hey guys, what's up?
Thank you again.
Stand up, let's get the energy going. Stand up, gotta move, gotta wiggle, come on. Who wants a hat? I see, oh you do? Okay, there you go. Trade you.
That's awesome.
Where are my girls at? Right here, mama. 1XL. Fight for it. Just kidding. All right, you guys, go ahead and have a seat, but like shake it, move it, smack your neighbor's butt. Everybody get moving. Anybody who's in the back, we love you. Come be up here with us. You don't have to hang in the back. We're family here. Your beautiful faces. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love coming to these events because I look around and I remember why it is that we do what we do. It's not easy. We freak out sometimes and feel like we're gonna fail. And then your stories come in. We hear about your transformations. We hear about the changes that you're making in your family, the fathers that you are. You guys are incredible. We hear your stories, we hear your transformations, not just physically, but emotionally. And you blow our minds. Thank you. So many girls here, and ladies, it takes bravery to be here because this is totally male dominated. We're about 80% demographic males, right? 85! Where my ladies at? Stand up. Stand up if you're one of my ladies. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Powerful. So, as strong and powerful as you are, when you're alone in your bed at night and that voice comes into your head, does it ever say, "Hey, stupid," and tell you all of the things that you're doing wrong when you just had an awesome day? But those thoughts creep in. Maybe you're feeling lost. Maybe you're feeling unappreciated. What are those thoughts that creep in? What are those things that torture you in your mind? Tell you one thing about my big strong man over here. When we just got on our other tour, our San Diego invasion, my husband did not want to show up to the workout. Would you like to know why? Because he thought he wasn't enough. He had laid down his bike, he had a broken wrist, he's lost some size because of it, and he thought, it's still broken. And the other one's sprained and his lat sprained. He's a mess, but he's so good looking. Just saying. But he thought he wasn't good enough. Have you ever been there? Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever wondered if your life even has significance? Maybe you're a mom and you're like, shoot, I can change one heck of a diaper, but can I change a life? Because I feel something inside me that's created for more. I know that I'm put here for more. I feel it in my bones, and I've always known it since I was a kid. You feel that, don't you? You have a very distinct purpose. You command a presence when you walk into the room, and there's no denying. Who else feels like that? What are you here for?
Raise your hands. This is interactive. Yeah.
Let's see it. But the thoughts of being unappreciated, lost, confused, those things weigh you down. But today, I'm going to teach you how to release that. Release that weight so that you can move forward and create your own reality. Because you're in control. It might not feel like it all the time. You might wonder if you're truly in control. You might feel completely out of control. Even you big guys. It's like, look at this guy right here. It's like, what could you not do? But sometimes, I'm guessing that even you feel powerless. There are moments. All of us feel it. My big strong husband, all of these big strong guys, they have moments of feeling like things are out of their control. And then they remember that they have everything inside of them to create their own reality. We're going to talk about how to do that today. Who wants to do that? You ready for a little 5-minute miracle? Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Nice. So who here has accomplished something that you're proud of, something big? What did you accomplish?
2 months ago, I started my own small business.
Woo! That's awesome. That's awesome. So when you started what is your business?
It's a moving company.
Nice, that's awesome. Very cool. So if anybody needs a mover, what's your name? What's your name?
Eric.
Eric. So Eric, did you just kind of like pull it out of thin air and you're like, I don't really know what I'm going for, but I'm just gonna try this thing out. I'm just gonna throw some things at the wall, see what sticks. Or did you have a clear vision of what it was that you were wanting to create?
Well, it took me years of working for other people and hating my job to decide that really the only way I was gonna be happy is to be my own boss. So.
Very insightful. So you knew what the heck you wanted.
Yes.
You wanted to get out of your current job, stop working for the man, and start owning your life.
Exactly.
to create anything big in your life, you must know what it is that you're wanting. Clarity. So, I want you to think about that right now. What is it that you're wanting? Maybe you don't know what job you want to create. Maybe you don't even know that you want out of your job, but you just feel unhappy there. So I'm going to ask you this, because I'm not going to infringe on the content that my beautiful husband is going to be presenting, but I am going to ask you this. What did you say? I already did?
Don't do it.
I know. I was threatened at breakfast at like 6 a.m. I'm like, geez. and yeah, I kind of don't mess with that. Just kind of do what he says. Wouldn't you? So, what is it that you are wanting to feel? Because the only reason you want anything in your life is because the way that you're believing that you will feel in the accomplishment of that thing. Do you want to feel open, free, spacious, happy? Goodness sakes, everybody wants to feel happy. Do you want to feel like you're in control? Do you want to feel like your life has purpose, that you have a vision, that you're significant, that you're really doing everything that you can in this life to be in control? So how do you want to feel? I want everybody to take a minute, and I want you to write that down, so be thinking about that. But what holds us back? We want to create a moving company. Okay, what is the first thing that attacks our dream and our vision? Anybody know? Who's got an idea? Oh, you guys are smart. Totally true. Doubt. And usually doubt comes in the form of a self-limiting belief. Who knows what a self-limiting belief is? Somebody. What's a self-limiting belief?
Telling yourself that you're not possible, or it's not capable for you to get there. You're not enough.
Yeah, I'm not enough. I'm not a guy. Only guys can do that. Guys make more. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too skinny. I'm too fat. I'm too whatever. And these things creep into our mind. They replay while we're sleeping, and we're like, shut up! So how do we get a self-limiting belief to shut up? Ideas?
You just gotta try it and find out.
Oh, that's awesome. But if you believe that you can't, that is going to be the governor on your life. Now, I don't know too much about this, but for Lamborghinis, like Gabe, can you believe I said Ferraris because I was looking at him? I know. So there's a governor that controls how fast that vehicle is capable of driving. Is that correct? Is that correct information? It's a governor.
Yeah.
And when you take off the governor, then you're able to drive that vehicle faster. Did I say that right? Yeah. Hey, let's hear for the Lamborghinis. Who likes Lamborghinis? That's what I'm talking about. Are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done. Sorry.
Talking up here. Gingers, I'll tell you. So that self-limiting belief is the governor of your life. You're only able to go as far as your self-limiting belief will allow you to go. So what do? How do you take the governor off so that you can drive the vehicle faster, more efficiently, directly in line with your dream? You must cross off the self-limiting belief and replace it with an empowering belief. So does anybody want to share their self-limiting belief? Do you know one right off the top of your head? Yeah, girly.
Too fat to start.
Yes, that's absolutely valid. You are so brave, and you are so powerful. I love you. Valid concern. Valid concern of somebody weighing 130 pounds. Valid concern of somebody weighing 300 pounds. And 100 pounds ago, I was in that position. And I looked in the mirror and I didn't know if I could do it. But one day, everything changed. It started with desire. And I looked in the mirror and I had rolls upon rolls. But I demanded that I see a six-pack in my reflection. And whenever I looked, I said, I love you. I really, really love you. And at first, my body didn't believe me. But after saying it in the mirror every single day, it began to understand that I was going to be in a state of love when it came to my body. So, who's got a good replacement for I'm too heavy to start? Because it feels like it's so far gone. But everything is figure-outable, you guys. Okay, so here's the emotional button. Everything is figure-outable. There are moments of hopelessness that every single one of us feel. But there is always a solution. Gabe and I like to play the what if game. What if I find a way to make this happen quickly and easily with as little effort as possible? What if somebody decides to coach me for free? What if I find this awesome supplement that helps suppress my hunger because at nighttime I'm so hungry that I eat everything in the house because I've starved myself all day, and here I am in this cycle, the what if game. And playing the what if game with our self-limiting beliefs, oh, answer it. Who is it? His wife's like, you come home right now. Who is that lady talking in the background? And he told me to be quiet. I'm like, okay, it's cute. So what if there was a solution that you had not yet found? I'm guessing that you've hit a lot of roadblocks with what you're doing. Yeah. Are you constantly finding solutions and answers to limitations?
It's the only way.
It is the only way. That's entrepreneur life. Again, that's awesome. So Gabe, you gotta be the last one to clap.
The last one to clap.
That's it. We used to go to a black church and it'd be like, you always try to be the last one to show that he had soul. They straight kicked that brother out. So what did you do when I came to you?
With what?
And I said, I wanna lose weight. You said, take your time. And I said, oh no, this is going down. What if I had told you, I'm too heavy to start. I'm too far gone to start. What would you replace that with?
I would take that self-limiting belief and I would have her replace it with something that is empowering. So we just simply change the verbiage. So you squash the self-limiting belief, and it's very simple. You replace it with something that is empowering, something that's positive, and you have an exercise for them, I'm sure, to do this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have everybody grab either an iPhone or a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to write out what you're desiring. It can be an emotion. It can be a physical desire, like I want to lose this much amount of weight. I want to gain this much muscle. Whatever it is, write down what it is that you're wanting. One thing. I want you to create a limiting belief. Think about it. Be present with yourself for a minute. Listen within. Why do you believe that you can't have that? What are some reasons that you believe? Does somebody tell you couldn't do it? Because that's happened to a lot of us. Gabe's going to get into that in a bit. It's very important. That's how a lot of our self-limiting beliefs are created. Because of something a parent said, something a coach said. And then we start telling ourselves that, right? And it replays in the back of our mind. So I want you to write down the self-limiting belief. And then take a minute and write down your new empowering belief. If you guys need help with this, we're gonna take just a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes, to write this down. Your goal, your self-limiting belief, and your new empowering belief. We're gonna take a couple minutes. If you need help, just let us know and we'll come over and help you out. So go ahead and start now. Cue the music! Actually, stand up, shake it out, just move. Energy in motion is your superpower. So stay in motion, like watch the kids, watch how they move. They're constantly moving, and it's power. Where did we lose that along the way? You know, come on. I dare you each to move in a way that you haven't moved. Like, what if you shake your butt for a second? What if you wiggle it out, you know? All right, I'm gonna keep you guys for a couple more minutes. Go ahead and have a seat.
My daughter does that all the time.
Does she?
This back dance like this.
Woo! I love it. So the trick to figuring out how this whole system works is, first of all, to understand that you are the creator of your own life. The things that you tell your brain over and over and over again every day is what your actions are going to respond to, what they believe that they're actually capable of doing. That being said, there is the secret of nevelizing. And nevelizing isn't just having an amazing picture on your phone of exactly what you want. You have that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What is it that you're wanting?
A
Purple Lamborghini.
Purple Lamborghini, you guys. Do you believe that he's going to have a purple Lamborghini? He has decided. He's made the choice. And when we're all combined with one energy, we put our energy into that for you. And we multiply it. And that's why we need each other. We're together in this. You're not alone. It might feel like you're alone sometimes, but you're not alone. We are loving your desires with you, and that's what we're doing in this space. Can you love the person next to you, their desires, as much as you love your desires? That is creating energetic power, and that is the movement the Body Spartan's all about. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all together in these goals. So Nevilleizing it is not just having a picture, which it's good to have a picture, a physical representation, but you must see it and believe it as if it was already done. Can you do that? So maybe check out a Lamborghini and go drive one around for the day. Save up some money, sit in that vehicle, feel that vehicle, put your hands on the wheel, rev the engine, listen, feel, touch, get all of your senses involved. Stand in the mirror as confident as you will when you meet your goal. And you stand firm because it is done. You've tried in the past and maybe it didn't work out, but this time is different because you are putting it in your physiology. You don't stand like this, you stand like that. Put your shoulders back, feel it in your body. You must change your physiology. You must change your state in order to change your life. Because if you have always done, do your lips ever stick to your teeth when you're talking too much? Just saying. When you change your state and your physiology, you're creating a new pattern, a new neural pathway. What do you do when you wake up first thing in the morning? Do something different. Change everything. Convince yourself that you're going to use your left hand only all day long. Whatever you have to do to get out of the pattern, you must disrupt the pattern to create lasting change in your life. And action is something that Gabe's going to be talking about, and he is Action Jackson. Yeah. How many times have we wanted to do something and we haven't taken action? You can't just manifest what you want and just decide, hey, I want that, and then go make a sandwich. That's Jim Carrey. I love that guy. You must proceed the course, and he's going to talk about how to do that. There was a motorcycle accident, and I got a call that he went down going 90 miles an hour, biffed up, scraped to all heck. We talked about some of his injuries, but there were a lot more sustained.
It was 140. I hit the pavement at 90. So.
Oh, great. All right. But when moments like this happen, I'm like, shoot, my husband's a goner. I can't believe that man is alive. And it made me remember the value and the preciousness of life. It's a gift. There was nothing that you had to do to earn it. And maybe you weren't treated with that value growing up. Maybe your parents cast you aside. Maybe they called you the ugly kid. Maybe your brothers and sisters tortured you. Maybe you wonder if you have what it takes to meet your goal and you go into the hopeless feelings. But your life is a gift. And the gifts and abilities and passions that you have, no person on the face of this earth will ever have those passions, and they will never have those gifts. And there are people that you will reach because of your success that I will never be able to reach because you have your own story. Take a moment to put your hand on your heart. Feel the strength and the power and the energy of your heart. It's beating inside your chest. There's nothing that you have to do to deserve that. It was given to you. You have one life. Do these things, and you will command control over your mind, and you will own your life. Who's ready for that? All right, nice. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Gabe, the most handsome, attractive man that I've ever met.
Stop.
Love of my life, and the man that grinds and puts his whole heart into Body Spartan, Gabe Tuft.
All right, guys. Anybody sitting, stand the fuck up right now. Here's what I do. 2 high fives to somebody next to you and then a bro hug. Go. Just get fucking warm. Do something different. 2 high fives and a bro hug. Everybody. Go, 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 go. Here, I'll take one, dude. Boom. 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 Thank you, brother. Thank you. What's up? Yo. Yo, baby. Come on in. All right, all right. Good. Okay, way better, guys. The trick is to keep the blood flowing, dude. You gotta do something different. So, okay, I promise you guys that you were not gonna leave here the same, that you're gonna be changed. Your lives are gonna be changed when you walk out the door, and if it isn't already started, I'm gonna solidify it right now. Priscilla did a great job. Take what she said to heart. Seriously, man, this is amazing advice. If you guys want to sit, you can sit. See how you guys had attention here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you guys through 3 steps. And I'm going to try to keep it short because I know you guys have been standing around for a little bit and we want to work out. We want to do some fun stuff and we're going to get to that. 3 steps. This is what I did. This is how you unlock your true potential. This is in the gym. This is in life. This is at work. This applies to everything. So listen up, have your notepads ready, have your iPhone ready, because I'm gonna have you guys do some exercises, and not actually lifting weights and lifting iron, but we're gonna do some stuff on the phone on the notepads here in just a second. I want you to think really quick, back when you were young. I'm talking like these guys' ages right here. What's your guys' names? These little guys right here.
Kevin, Brian.
Kevin?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Brian? How old are you?
There you go.
You're 10? How old, Kevin, how old are you, buddy?
Shy.
It's okay. How old?
8.
8. So think a little bit, that's Howard back there, guys. Think even younger, guys, like 4 or 5. When you were that age, you believed you could do anything, right? You could be an astronaut, you could be a firefighter, you could be a bodybuilder, you could be a pro wrestler, fucking president of the United States, right? Absolutely. Am I right? Yeah. See, when I was about your age, my parents moved from one city to the next, and it was only about 15 minutes away. But I didn't play any sports. I didn't wrestle. I didn't do any of that stuff. And in this new city at the elementary school, it's 5th grade, last 2 weeks of school, everybody played soccer. I couldn't kick a ball for my fucking life, man. I could kick it, but it never went where I wanted it to. Half the time I trip over my big old feet. I got the size 13 foot. I did not grow into that until I was like 17. So imagine me like this tall with size 13 foot. I was tripping like a puppy dog. Suddenly, I wasn't getting picked for teams. Suddenly I sucked because I was told that I suck. I didn't have any friends because everybody thought I sucked. I'm the weird new kid. Oh, you're weird. You're smart, you get good grades, fuck you. Okay. So this really outgoing kid that wanted to do all these amazing things was suddenly introverted. And those same people that were in my elementary school, guess what? They went to my junior high. I was fucked, dude. Same thing from there. Into high school. Screwed. I had no friends. I was the guy that wandered the halls at lunchtime because the 2 friends that I did have were sick and I just wanted to look like I had a purpose. So no one would pick on me. Nobody would think I was weird or that I sucked. And that followed me into WWE. Now I found some confidence in my late teens, early 20s. I got signed to World Wrestling Entertainment. I was on Raw and SmackDown for 4 years. Some of you may have seen me, some of you may have not. I was this awesome, big, ominous character. My dreads hung down on my face, but they never had me talk. They said, Gabe, don't talk. Just be big and scary. What happens when you don't talk to people? You don't have that human connection. Like if I'm looking you in the eye, you know I'm talking to you, right? You know I'm talking to you, and you know I'm talking to you. And we have a connection. And now you guys are emotionally attached to me. Not like stage 5 clinger, but we have a connection, right? She's a stage 5 clinger, by all means, and I love her for that.
20 years later.
20 years later. But there's no connection, so what happens? The audience didn't connect to me. They pulled me off TV. And they sent me down to the C show. There was Raw, and there was SmackDown, and there was this other show called NXT. It was like the internet show back then. That's where wrestlers go to die, okay? And about that time, I stopped caring what other people thought. Found my tag team partner, Kurt Hawkins, and we teamed up, and we just stopped caring. Like, we didn't care if we got fired. We didn't care what anybody thought because producers, Top guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Kane, Undertaker, you name it, I was in the ring with all of them. They all try to give you advice. And you try to do everything and make everybody happy. Well, guess what? I didn't care anymore. I stopped caring. And what happened? I unlocked my true potential. They would give us a microphone. We would open every show. They'd say, go 5 minutes. We'd go 10. We broke every rule because the audience was engaged. I stopped caring about what I wore. I wore what I want to wear. I did what I want to do in the ring. Don't do that, Gabe. See, I'm going to do what I want to do because I know it's right. And because of that, they set us up for the tag team titles. And I know we're talking about wrestling, which gets really geeky, but in that wrestling world, guys, if you get the titles, if you get that belt, you're the top guy. You are no longer mid-card. They trust you. It means you're somebody. And a week before they did that to us, I walked into Raw. I'm like, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Who does that? Who does that? Guys that know they got a 8-month-old daughter at home and don't want to be on the road every freaking day. I stopped caring and I unlocked my true potential. And because of that, that's why Body Spartan exists. So number one, pull out your phones, pull out your notepads. I want to see everybody writing or doing something right now. Do not care what other people think. What happens when you care what other people think? Are you extroverted or are you introverted? You're introverted, that's right. Are you more aggressive or are you more timid? Timid. You're timid. Do you want to be outgoing or do you want to be ingoing? You want to be outgoing. You want to network. You want to meet people. You want to change your life. You want to get out of your comfort zone. When you care about what other people think, that does not happen. When you stop caring what other people think, your life will unlock and unfold. Because now it's not about them, it's about you. This is why you two drove 6 hours to be here. Trust me, take this home with you. Okay, bullet point number one. Number two, unlocking your true potential. When I do one-on-one coaching with people, I take them through an exercise. Because you have to have a clear vision of where you're going. So you want to do a fitness program. You guys want to do Genesis or Revolution or G2. Who's done one of our programs here? I got a couple people. Okay, cool. Who hasn't done one of our programs? Okay, good.
Why not?
We're gonna use you guys. Whenever you do something, there's a driving force behind what you do. The reason you kick your butt out of bed at 5 a.m. to do your fasted cardio, or to meal prep, or to get up early enough to get to the gym before you get to work, or to go spend that extra time on your business that you're building, that's your side hustle, that every hour that you're not at your normal job, you spend doing that. Most people, when they start a fitness program, it's, hey man, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle. Well, that's great. But what happens like 2 weeks into your program, when you're out drinking with your boys, you got a couple shots, you got a couple Johnny Walker Blacks going down, a couple of beers, you get 4 hours sleep, and you're supposed to get up at 5 a.m. to do your morning cardio. Well, fuck, man. That, I want to lose 10 pounds of muscle, or 10 pounds of fat, or gain 10 pounds of muscle, that just walked right out the door. That is not going to get you up in the morning. What will get you up in the morning is an emotional attachment to your driving force. And I call that your why. So let's do an exercise. Who has not done one of our programs? Who do I want to pick on? Come on up here, man. What's your name?
Hunter.
Hunter, that's right. Hunter, guys. The reason that I'm picking people that have not done our programs is because some of this stuff is embedded into our videos and our programs. Yeah. So, do you have a fitness goal?
Yes.
What is it?
Gain more muscle.
You know how much?
Probably about 20 more pounds.
20 pounds. What do you weigh right now?
175 right now.
So you want to be like 195. It's a good weight.
Around there.
Same body fat?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So he's got a goal. He wants to gain about 20 pounds of muscle. So this is what we do. Why do you want to gain 20 pounds of muscle? And play along. You're gonna like this. We're gonna get down to the core of stuff. Why do you want to gain 20 pounds?
Be bigger.
Be bigger. That is the answer I hear all the time. I want to be bigger. Why do you want to be bigger?
Because make myself feel good, I guess.
Okay, good. That's a good start. Good start. Make myself feel good, and don't be embarrassed. Like this is what everybody goes through.
All right.
So why do you think being bigger will make yourself feel good?
Because I was really small in high school, and through school, I always got picked on.
Okay.
And stuff.
So
I weighed 140
in high school.
in high school.
How tall are you?
I weighed 5'11".
5'11", 140 pounds in high school. That's rough, dude.
Yeah.
That's right. I was 6'3", 170 pounds. I got tossed all over the place, so I know what you're going through. So if you are bigger, if you're 20 pounds bigger, what do you think that will do for you?
Boost my self-confidence.
Okay. What else? What females? Think they might look at you differently? Are you married? You got a significant other?
I'm fixing to get married in October.
Do you think your spouse would probably like the way you look?
Yeah.
So it's all about confidence right here, guys. That's what's going on. What happens if you don't make your goal? If you stay the way you are now, what do you foresee happening?
I don't know.
Would you be confident the way you are? Are you comfortable living life the way you are? Or do you want to change?
I do want to change.
How bad do you want to change?
Bad.
Real bad. See, now this is what I'm getting at, guys. This is a why. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to kind of kill it right here, but you see how we're getting into more than just, I just want to gain 20 pounds of muscle. There's a reason. This guy got picked on in high school just like I did. It sucks, man. That lives with you all your fucking life. Do you want to get picked on? No. Do you want to feel really, really confident? Absolutely. Goddamn right you do. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Give me a hand, guys. That was good. Okay, so we're gonna do a little exercise. Now you see kind of the thing that we're doing here. And hey, Rick, when we do this, will you turn the music up, bud? What I want you to do is take out your phones, your notepads, and I want you to write down 2 things. Almost. I want you guys to do 2 things. I want you to write down, your why. So I want you to dig. I want you to write down why you are doing what you're doing. I want you to write down your goal. So what it is you're trying to. So like if you're trying to gain 20 pounds, I want you to write that down. And I want to know your driving force behind it. I'm going to give you 1.5 minutes. Go. Oh, you can crank that shit. Yeah. Okay, somebody different. I want to know your goal and I want to know your why. What do you got?
For me, it's for my daughter.
Okay, tell me.
For me, it's that I want to show her how she can live a good life and not waste it.
I love that. I love that. Good job. What's your name?
Mark.
What is it? Mark. Thank you for sharing, Mark. Yeah, give me a hand, guys. Somebody else. Give me your goal and your why. Anybody. Hit me. What name?
My name's Liz Zachary.
Okay. Hit me.
I'm here. I've been bettering myself for the last 5 months. I've already lost 55 pounds.
Whew. All right. 55 fucking pounds.
I've been a single father for the last 7 years.
Okay.
I have an 8-year-old now. Just had a 7-month-old.
Congratulations.
I'm doing this for me. My first wife, she left me for drugs.
Okay.
Left me and my son. My second wife, she decided she wanted another man.
Okay.
I've never been the most fit person in this world. I've always been a big guy.
Okay.
Was like that through school, was like that as a kid. And now that I've dropped all this weight, that it's just surprisingly following you guys and just being here showing, just seeing everybody is great.
Awesome.
It's not necessarily my goal, but my goal is just to better myself as far as I can reach.
Good.
My sister, she came with me today. I begged her to come. And it is just absolutely amazing. With my family seeing me, we've always been big people. My dad, he's over 300 pounds right now. He's got medical issues. Him seeing me losing my weight has brought him into gym with me. And it's just absolutely amazing because I follow you guys a lot. I mean, I can't tell you how much it is just how excited and pumped I am to be here to see you guys. I don't know if anybody else feels that way.
Sure they do.
But when you find something that just emotional that you can dig yourself in and find something that you want to push yourself to, I just don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't.
You are.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Really, man. Thank you very much. You're doing good.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing great. Thank you for coming too. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I guarantee he's going to get his ass out of bed at 5 a.m. to do his fasted cardio. So what you need to do, right? 55 pounds, man. Know your why. That is the driving force behind everything you do. I'm going to share with you very briefly my why, and then we get on the last point, and we're going to do some fun stuff. Just so you guys can see another example. If you have not heard my why, I'm going to tell it very briefly. I had a younger brother. He was 5 years younger than me. Great kid. Got addicted to methamphetamines. In 2013, he admitted that to our family. He called me one day, high off his ass. Gabe, I need you to fly down. I lived in Northern California. I still live there. He lives in Southern California. He lived in Southern California. I said, no, I'm not flying down. You're high. I was mad at him. He was causing a lot of turmoil in our family. I said, call me when you're sober. Didn't get a chance to speak to him again. Because a month later, the day after Christmas, he walked into a shooting range with his friend, took his gun, put it to the side of his head, and he pulled the trigger. And I lost him. I swore after he died that I would never miss an opportunity to help someone. That is the reason I'm here today. That is my why. That is why I made every single program and I embedded all of the motivational stuff, all the tips that I'm giving you today, because I want you all to succeed. I do not want you to fail. If you need help, reach out. This is why I get on social media every day. Sean helps. Brian Parch does most of the social media, but I get on there every single day. Trying to be polite. I answer the IG messages. I answer the snaps. Everybody does. Christina does. Adriana does. Everybody. We get out there and we put our hearts out there for you guys because we care. We want you to succeed. That is our why. So know your why. Okay. I'm going to take about 3 more minutes to get this done. The last one is goal setting. It's so simple, guys. So don't care about what other people think. Know your why and goal setting. Goal setting is so easy, but everybody forgets to goal set. If you don't have it in front of you, it is not tangible. You can't measure it. You can't manage it. If it's sitting in front of you, you're going to see it with a deadline. Priscilla talked about motorcycles. I've always loved bikes. I've raced bikes all my life. When I was in my 20s, I laid one down, and P and I were dating, so I sold it. I didn't buy another one. I had a 14-year hiatus from riding motorcycles. Well, I'm back. I've got sport bikes again, and I'm on the track. And my goal, I was 280 pounds. Brian was always bigger than me, but I felt bigger than Brian for a short period of time. But you cannot be 280 pounds and be on a motorcycle racing against guys that are 130, 150 pounds. It just doesn't work. You just weighs the bike down. So I had to lose weight. But my goal, what I did is I set a 30-day, a 60, a 6-month, a 1 year, and a 5 year. It's not even 5 years because I only got a couple years left to get where I want to go before the age bracket closes. So what did I do? In 30 days, I bought a bike. I learned to ride it all over again. In 60 days, I got on the track. Within 6 months, I had a coach. Number 2 in the nation in AFM, Tyler O'Hara. I hired him to coach me because I knew what I wanted to do. And my goal, guys, at the end of the 6 months, is to get into a novice race and win at Sonoma Raceway in California. It's one of the most technical tracks in the nation. And I'm already there. I've already got the times. I'm going to win. Next year, thank you. You got to see it, guys. You got to see it. Thank you. Next year, it'll be Moto America. It'll be my pro race. All I want to do is podium there. And then by the time I'm 42, I better be in MotoGP or that dream shot. So I've got a 3-year plan. I know you guys all have goals, and what I want you to do, same thing, get your notepads out. For business or life, either one, and for in the gym, I want you to write down a 30-day goal. I want a 3-month goal, 6-month, 1 year, and 5 year, okay? 30 days, so 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, 5 year. 2 minutes, go. Rick, could you cue some music for us, buddy? And I'm watching the clock because we're gonna get going here. Think, guys, both in life and in the gym. This is important. Probably one of the most important things you guys will do here today. Because you're going to see this every single day. You're going to look at this every single day. It's so simple, but this is going to make things happen. You can take action on this. All right, guys, don't be afraid to keep writing while I talk because it's really, really important, and this is going to help you. Anybody want? Let's see. Who's got them done? Who's got them written? Come on up, dude. What's your name?
Kenneth.
What is it?
Kenneth.
Kenneth. Give Kenneth a hand, guys. All right, brother. Let's hear what you got. 30 day.
30 days to network more.
Okay.
I used to be a people person, not so much anymore.
Okay.
60 day. I want to be down about 15 pounds and hopefully be into a new job.
Good.
I hate mine.
Good. All right. 60 days. Yeah. And you wrote this down?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
A year, I want to have 20-inch biceps.
Okay.
So that's always been
awesome.
Mine. So 3 year, hopefully managing position of whatever job I start.
Great.
After 60 days, and then 5 years, be able to afford a car comfortably for my daughter.
Okay, dude.
She'll be about
this is great, dude. So this is all written down, man. This is all written down. So here's what you're gonna do. And everybody stay here for a second. You're gonna do the same thing. I want you guys to go home. I want you to print these out. I don't want you to put them in multiple places in your house. I want them on your refrigerator. I want them on your door. I want your family to see your goals, because now when other people in your house see them, you are now responsible to complete them. Take the time to do that. Have you done the Big Arm Bible yet?
No, I haven't been looking into it.
When you're done, talk to Sean. Sean will hook you up with that. We'll get you those 20-inch arms, okay? Thanks, guys. Yeah, man. Okay, guys. Gonna leave you with this. Actually, really quick. You two, come on up. Really quick. What's your name, sweetheart?
Lacey.
Lacey. And how do you say your name again?
Lewis.
It's Lewis.
Yes, sir.
And there was Zachary in there too, right?
Yeah, my last name's Zachary.
Lewis Zachary, got it. Okay, so Lacey and Lewis, here, come up here, guys. One thing that we've been doing is we've been doing some personal one-on-one coaching. And we don't advertise it. It's invite only kind of thing. What Priscilla and I decided to do today is, where's P? She ran out to the car to get autograph cards. What we'll do is we'll take you guys through an entire program. So 12 weeks. And what you get is you're gonna get a 20-minute phone call from me or Priscilla. You're gonna get Priscilla. You're gonna get me once a week until you're done with the program. And we're gonna take you through the whole thing. And it's not just gonna be about the program, it's gonna be about life. So we're gonna walk you through, make sure you succeed in your fitness goals, but we're gonna take you through everything you need to know, just like you're here. So you're gonna get a phone call from both of us once a week.
Awesome.
You guys good for that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Come here, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I'm sweaty, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right, brother. Make sure that you guys talk to Sean. Take care of them. We'll get both your email addresses. We'll kick it off. We don't usually do that. So thank you guys. Good.
Thank you so much.
Yep. If you guys are interested, like I said, we do not do this. It's something very new that we've been doing. While we're doing autographs, you guys are interested in coaching in any way, shape, or form, all our brand ambassadors here, we've talked before this event. If you want a personal coach, you want the same thing, a 20-minute phone call once a week, talk to Irina in the pink hoodie over there about it. She can help you guys get signed up for that if you're interested in that. Also, you guys all got an email today. If you get one of our programs today, it's 60% off. You get an extra 20 bucks off. They're 40% off right now. Go grab it. Last thing, why are we doing this today? Does anybody know who Tony Robbins is? Yes. Anthony Robbins. Awesome. So you guys are familiar with him. If you're not, he's one of the most trusted sources for motivation. The guy's pretty much a billionaire, financial trusted source, life coach. His mentor, Jim Rohn, not created, but he says there are 6 human needs that everybody needs: certainty, uncertainty, significance, growth, love and the human connection, and contribution. Any 3 of those, you have an addict. Any 3, you have a raving fan. Any 4, you have an addict. All 6, you have a truly fulfilled life. Now, why did I give you what we gave you today? If you do what I told you, you take these 3 steps and you run with them, you will see massive change in your life. You will see growth and progress. Growth, number 1. You will also experience uncertainty because your life is going to change. You will go down a path you've never been down before, and it's scary. It's scary. You guys know. You're getting started. It's something you've never done before. You know you started your own business. It's scary, but what happens when you get down that path? You develop certainty because you're confident in yourself. Your body changes. Your clothes fit differently. You're confident. Just like we talked about, you'll be extremely confident in yourself. That will develop certainty. Through that, you will have significance because people will see what you have done and you will feel significant in your life because you made a change in your life. You will also experience love and the human connection because you will tell your story. People will ask you about how you made that change. And you will talk to people. You'll make eye contact. We all need human connection. And you might experience love through that. You might find that special someone. But at the very least, you will have that human connection. And finally, number 6, contribution. I guarantee if you guys do this, you experience this change, you will want to give back. You want to inspire other people. You want to motivate them. They're going to ask you how you did it. And I guarantee if you build that business and somebody asks you how you did it, you'll be like, let me tell you, because it's changed my life. You gained that 20 pounds. Dude, let me tell you, it changed my life. You're going to want to give back. That's contribution, and that's how you have a truly fulfilling life. Take that and run with it, guys, all right? You guys ready to make a change?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. I say, you ready to make a change? Yeah! Ready to change your lives? Yeah! Are you guys body Spartans? Oh, God. Damn.
That's that again.
You guys ready to be a body Spartan? Yeah! Fucking right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do autographs and photo ops. We're all gonna come sit here at the table. Priscilla, did you happen to get with Irina and get those autograph cards?
Yep.
Awesome. So she's got the autograph cards. We're gonna set them up right here. Stretch, use the bathroom, do what you want. Come get some autographs, get some photos. When we are done, what we're going to do, we are going to randomly select 6 people to work out with the Spartans. We're gonna break up into groups of 3. There'll be 2 Spartans in each group, 2 fans in each group. Anybody who does not get picked, because we cannot work out with everybody, it'd just be chaotic. There are 2 coaches here. They're gonna run sessions right here. They're going to kick your guys' asses in full body workouts. You do not have to work out if you do not want to. You can watch, you can take pictures, you can ask questions, be a part of it, encourage your friends. I'd love for everybody to stay and be interactive with this, because we're going to kick some fucking ass. You're gonna see us live, you're gonna see what we do. The guys here at UFC Gym are amazing. Like I said, if you are not randomly selected, stay, get your ass kicked, come have a workout. The energy is going to be crazy. You guys ready? Yeah! All right, let's go.
For more free information on fitness, nutrition, and bodybuilding, visit us at www.bodyspartan.com.
Indestructible, undeniable. I'm a man with a plan, understand.